My BBQ road trip started in the streets of East London, and I'm continuing the journey out here in the deep south. I'm road tripping from Nashville, Tennessee, and heading west to Memphis in search of some of the finest, most authentic barbecue joints in the country. The barbecue influence we see in London and around the world all originates right here. So I've jumped the pond to check out the real deal. My first port of call is at Peg Leg Porker. I'm here to meet Kerry Bringle, an award-winning pitmaster, for my first real taste of American barbecue. Hey Kerry, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Tom, nice to meet you.
Hey Tom, nice to meet you.
So this is your place?
This is my place. Cinder block walls, concrete floor, and good barbecue.
So you're in full flight already, I see.
Yeah, we seem to have a little bit of a crowd. My family settled in Tennessee in 1827, so barbecue's kind of in our blood. These are 2 1/4 to 2.5 pound loin back ribs. We've already peeled the membrane off the back of that rib. We're gonna cook these at 275 for a little over 3 hours. You know, we want them to get a good application of salt on there.
And what does that do for it?
It's just gonna allow that smoke to penetrate it. It's gonna open up those cells a little bit to where that smoke settles down into that meat. We want a little bit of that savoriness underlying, and then the smoke, and then that dry seasoning. So this is our hickory. This is where the flavor comes from.
So that's as important as every other ingredient?
Yeah, it is. You go to Texas, it's mesquite. You know, you go up into Missouri or Illinois, it's gonna be apple. You know, you go in the Carolinas, they're gonna use oak and some hickory, it just depends. And so we use what's native to us, what's readily available, and this is what's always defined Tennessee barbecue. Because we do so many ribs, we use this smoker so we can really do the volume. When they come off, they're gonna get our dry seasoning at the end. And it's not a rub, it's a seasoning. So it goes on at the end of the process. You're getting the full flavor of the pork with the hickory on it, and then you're getting the full flavor of the seasoning. That's a beautiful plate of ribs.
So this is it? This is what you serve up?
98% of the ribs that we serve are that rib.
Look at the side of that. I just want to eat it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I learned barbecue from my Uncle Bruce, who learned it from his father, who learned it from his father. The name comes from the fact that I've got one leg.
Right.
And so I literally am the peg leg porker.
Yeah.
At age 17, to get bone cancer was not fun, but we decided to cook barbecue and have a goodbye leg party.
Yeah. And it gave you the name, so.
That's right, absolutely.
Yeah. My God, look at that. Pulls apart beautifully.
Nice and juicy.
So
See that
good.
pink in there?
The smoke causes that. Mm-hmm. We're chatting about dry rub, the wet that people do. Like, how serious is that debate?
Now, I like all kinds of ribs, so I've got some friends that cook some great wet ribs. For us, our preference is dry. A lot of restaurants will pre-rub them, smoke them, and they'll serve them without sauce and call that a dry rib. It may be a good rib, it may be great, but it's not a true West Tennessee dry rib. I like to dip mine in sauce.
There's a little bit of sweetness in there as well.
A little bit, not much.
Not too much, but.
They got that nice pink smoke ring in there. Dry ribs are not dry. You can see how juicy that is.
My God. Kerry, thanks a lot for your hospitality.
Hey, thank you for coming. We're glad you're here. You're gonna eat a lot of great food.
Put a greasy hand on it.
Hey, that's all right.
Cheers, thanks so much.
Thank you.
I'm leaving the bright lights of Nashville and heading deep into rural Tennessee to check out one of the most unique barbecue joints in the state. I'm in Lexington, Tennessee. It's 5:30 in the morning. I am heading to Scott's Parker's Barbecue. They're one of the only places in the world that still cook whole hog. They literally split it down the middle. You can start cooking it. Wow. Is that him? Don't know. Someone's hanging about. Hey Zach, how you doing? I'm Tom.
Good. Nice to meet you, Tom.
What's the story?
Every morning we come in here and we get a fire built, we get our pigs flipped, we'll put new ones on for the next day, and by the time we get them on, this has got to be pretty close to being burnt down.
Yeah?
So that way we can get started cooking. It's been on since about 7 yesterday morning. So it's a 23 to 24-hour process.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Here we go. See, this is why he's got the muscles.
That's right. We strive on how tender it can be. Bones just pulling off like that right there.
So this technique has just never changed?
It's never changed.
So before they went on the fire, do you do anything else to them?
Nothing.
Is this a secret sauce or?
It is. It's been a part of this place since '62, so.
Wow.
It's been here a long time. It's a vinegar-based sauce. It's got some cayenne peppers in it, some black peppers.
What does this do to the meat then?
It really don't affect it a whole lot. If anything, it might preserve it a little bit throughout the day and keep its flavor. It's all about your hickory wood, your coals, your temperature. You really want to pay attention to the details of the way your pigs look throughout the day. This place has been here since '62. My dad bought it in '89 and had worked here since early in the '70s. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that uses cardboard and block pits, and there's not many people doing whole hogs anymore. A little bit harder work, and you got a lot of waste in a whole hog, but that's what my dad strived on, and I do a lot of things based on the way he would do them. He tried to keep it old-fashioned. That's what this area grew up on, and that's the way I want to keep it. If I had to quit doing whole hogs, I'd quit in general. It's whole hog or nothing. It's not a job to me, it's art. I get to pour all of my love and heart and blood and sweat into it. That's ready to go.
Simple as that. What do you offer customers here?
I offer pulled or chopped meat. I got dark meat, white meat, flank.
Wow.
Let's see how tender and juicy it is. And here is everybody's favorite part, which we don't ever have much of. It's the middling.
That's like the special bit that people love.
Yes. They want grease to be running out of the corners of their mouths. And what I'm doing here is I got a greasy rag that I put on top of it to ensure that it stays greasy. Next, I'll pull out what I'm gonna chop, which will be every bit of this. The shoulder meat's a little bit more, it's got a little more fat to it. So what you do is you chop that up, so that way you got your juicy, tender meat, and it'll just melt in your mouth.
What texture are you trying to achieve here?
You want a real fine texture because you want people, once this is chopped and on a sandwich, they don't really have to chew. I have some older people that come in and get chopped meat. They prefer that because sometimes they don't have any teeth.
Scott's has got it right. We live in the South, so everybody says they're an expert. When you say on barbecue, they think they are. Scott's barbecue is a tradition, it's history. You know, you're eating a good sandwich, but they got it down to an art.
Do you realise how sort of unique this whole place is?
Yes, it's very unique, and that's one of the reasons we've never updated it, because it's almost what people want in this town. They want to see this stay the exact same. Y'all ready to eat?
Yeah. So I spent all morning seeing how the food's prepared, and now it's time to eat some. And here comes the big man himself.
Yes,
Jeez.
sir.
Look at that. This one first is...
Yep, that's middling.
Wow. I mean, it's soft, but it's got a bit of bite to it, isn't it?
Yep, the outside of the pig is what's gonna have a little bit of crispy on it. This down here, both of these, that's a dark part of the ham, and that's your whiter part of the ham. It's gonna be a little bit drier meat, but still delicious.
Mm. And also that hickory comes through as well. Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm trying it with the sauce.
It's just a basic vinegar-based sauce with some red pepper, black pepper, a little bit of lemon juice. So you see some barbecue places that will have a ketchup-based, but now the vinegar base is pretty much around Tennessee.
Look at that, just falling apart like that.
Just falls into pieces.
Melts in the mouth.
But as long as you got that tender meat and it's falling off the bone, and it's got that hickory flavor, that's all you need.
Personally, this is my favorite, I think.
Right. That's one of our sought-after dishes because there's not much of it. Out of every hog, you might have 3 pounds of it. It's got more flavoring into it because that's where the belly fat is, and that's why it's the softest too. And most of the time, we have it on reserve 2 days ahead of time.
Zach, thank you so much for your time. What an amazing place you got here.
I appreciate you stopping by.
Do you want this apron back? They've got a pretty amazing thing going on there. You know, it's a pretty small town and they're doing something very unique, even within Tennessee, let alone America, you know, this whole hog barbecue. Now we're heading west and we're gonna go and see a lady called Helen, AKA the Queen of Barbecue. Another early start. We're in Brownsville and we are heading to see Helen at her place, Helen's. Just arriving at the same time as Helen's husband. He's here every morning, 6 a.m. to start the fire. Here he is.
Hello there, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm Tom.
Reggie Turner from Helen's Barbecue, right?
Lovely to meet you.
Oh, yeah, nice meeting you guys, yeah.
So this is it, Helen's Barbecue. Wow.
I met her back in 1978 and nothing has changed. Everybody likes her and I love her, you know. She's a warrior, you know. Her cooking, her making of her sauce are some of the things that really captured me. And she would tell me that, you know, my singing was what sort of kind of captured her, you know.
But now I see.
That's amazing. I think we should have that all day. Good morning.
Wow, good morning.
I'm Tom.
Hi, I'm Helen.
Lovely to meet you.
You too.
We've been hanging out with your lovely husband all morning.
My sweet husband. He has been making this fire for 19 years before he go to his job.
Every morning.
Every morning.
So you just kick him out of bed, 5 o'clock, go start the fire.
To be honest with you, when he get up, I don't know he go.
You got a good man there.
Yeah, I know.
So what's the first thing we got to do this morning then?
The first thing we're gonna do this morning is get these shoulders out there and put them on that pit.
What do you want me to do?
I mean, if you want to, you can pick that shoulder up. It's kind of heavy.
I'll pick it up. That's not too
Well,
bad.
you take one and I'll take one.
All right, let's do it.
Yes, I kind of like you, Tom.
Yeah. How do you want it?
Just lay it straight like that.
How many shoulders do you want to get on there this morning?
This morning, 12.
12.
12.
Jeez. Helen, I've been in there 3 seconds and the smoke's hurting my eyes already.
It's good right now.
Yeah?
But in a little bit, it's gonna have you crying and me.
What preparation do you do to this meat?
I don't put any kind of sauce or no season or no nothing on this meat. The charcoal do all the season for me. A lot of people don't even eat sauce or slaw on their sandwich. They just eat meat and bread. That's that taste away from it. That flavor from the hickory smoke. But I'm finna pull this top up. I'm gonna use these coals, start from the back. You don't throw it because you get the ashes all over your shoulders and you want them still to be pretty when you get through cooking them.
So why do you think you're so attached to this style of barbecue?
Well, I think it made my meat taste better, my shoulders taste better. I don't think I would know how to cook any other way. I think I would cook like this until my health failed me, so.
My eyes are streaming.
Right.
And I've been in here, what, 5 minutes?
5 minutes. And I've been out here for 19 years. I got tears in mine, too.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's good. Well, it's not good. We got to get out of here, Helen. Oh, my God. Fresh air.
We both crying today. I feel good not crying by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a customer.
Well, hello. Every time I got cameras, you show up. I went to school to be a cosmetologist, to be a beautician, and end up smoking barbecue.
Small sandwich.
Okay, and a lot of slaw. I'm glad I'm not a beautician. I'm glad I'm smoking barbecue every day. I got here and started making sandwiches and working. I was probably about 27. Prior of a month's time, I was making sauce, I was making slaw. I was doing everything, homemade. Thank you, you have a good day.
When it comes to this secret sauce that everyone goes on about.
I haven't even shared it with my daughter.
No?
Nah.
What sort of things do you put in it?
What sort of things that
Yeah.
I put in there? I put a lot of sort of things in there.
Yeah.
I use ketchup and vinegar. The rest is my secret.
Okay.
Okay. Most of the time, I work this whole thing by myself, from the back to the front. My customers, all of them appreciate me, every last one of them. Nobody else is a stranger that comes in here. Anybody can tell you I treat everybody the same. I don't care if I got 50 people out there. First come, first serve. I don't make a difference.
Can I get the regular barbecue sandwich?
Would you like crackling chopped up in your barbecue or?
Give me the works, Helen.
Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, is do you a special sandwich. Would you like mild or hot sauce?
It's got to be hot, surely.
Okay.
Oh, thank you very much, madam.
Thank you. You enjoy.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
You guys eat here a lot? You're locals. She put the crackling in this as well. So you've got all that stuff that just pulls apart. You got the nice caramelisation on the top and the crunch of the crackling. And then obviously the sweetness and the heat of the sauce. The true taste
Hi, how are y'all?
of Brownsville, Tennessee.
Yeah, trying to be more polite and nice.
Helen, thank you so much for having me. I've had an amazing day and look forward to coming back one day. If you'll have me.
I would have you.
Okay, good.
But
I'll bring my girlfriend.
Yeah, bring your girlfriend.
Yeah.
The one you're gonna marry.
Yeah, she'll be my wife, I promise. Maybe
That's
cut
gonna
that
be a
bit out,
long
'cause
time.
I can't afford it. Well, I'll see you next time. This is where the road ends for me. Memphis, the home of Elvis Presley and the birthplace of rock and roll. I'm heading to Charlie Virgo's Rendezvous. They've got a lot of history. They've been open since 1948. I've been told I cannot leave without trying their dry rub ribs. How are you? Excuse me.
Yes, for sure.
Do you know where John is?
John?
I'm looking for John.
He's right back here on the phone.
Is he?
Go back.
Yeah, that's right. All right, thanks a lot. This is pretty different from Helen's.
Yeah, hey Tom, welcome to Memphis, the rendezvous.
Thank you so much. You've got an amazing place here.
Well, thanks, we try.
Let's
Come
do
on.
it.
We'll go around this way.
Okay, great.
My dad started it in 1947, 48. When he started, it was just 80 seats. It was a tavern. So now we seat 750 people, and on a busy Saturday, we'll feed 3,000, 3,500 people.
Wow. Hey, how you doing?
This is Tom from the UK.
Are these the original ovens?
Yes. You want to walk back there?
Yeah, let's go back, yeah.
My father invented what people call dry ribs. We're Greek. All the meat that they cook, they base it in vinegar or lemon, salt, pepper, oregano, and garlic. Have you been to New Orleans?
I have many years ago.
Yeah, and you know, they have all those great Cajun seasonings, the chili powders and the cayenne peppers, and so he took that and mixed it with the Greek. It wasn't anything that he planned. We based them, and then we put seasoning on last.
And that's it, it just pulls apart. Easy.
But you asked me about the history of barbecue. The most important thing about barbecue is, number one, it tastes really good. Number two, it really truly is American and truly is Southern.
What do you mean by that?
It's really probably from the slave days, African-American inspired, because what would happen in the old days, the good cuts of meat would go to the plantation owner, and they would be stuck with all the scrap meat. You know, the chitlins, the sweetbreads, the ribs, they're the ones that came up with the way to smoke them and cook them and make them palatable. It really goes back a long, long way, way before us. You want to go eat? That's my dad. You can tell he's a pretty tough guy. Robert's been here 52 years. How you doing, Robert?
All right.
His son's been here 30-something years.
35 years.
You don't look old enough to be here 35 years.
I started in 10th grade. This is the only job I ever had in my life.
Yeah, I think that says everything really. But how's your boss?
I love him. All three of them.
Look at this, we have your table reserved for you.
Oh, perfect. John, thank you so much for showing me
Tom,
around.
it's my pleasure. Having you here from the UK is wonderful.
Your restaurant is incredible. The atmosphere is
Well,
buzzing.
I'm glad you came, and I'm going to send Robert Jr. over to take your order. Thank you so much. Have a great journey back.
Hello, how you doing?
Very good.
How about some ribs?
Thank you very much.
I hope you enjoy.
Cheers. So this is the end of the road for me. I'm finishing off here in this legendary place in Memphis, Rendezvous. I've met some incredible people this week. I've tried so many different types of food, and there's one thing that runs through all of this, and that's the hard work and the love that these people put into it. This is about their culture, their passion, and their love for food. And it's amazing to think that this style of cooking is spread across the world now when it comes from such humble beginnings, as it were. I've learned so much, and now I'm going to eat these ribs. Oh my fuck, are you joking?
Get your finger off the trigger.
Ready?
Yes, come on. Come on, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it.
Oh, God, help me. Oh, that's it.
Don't hit the trigger yet. Oh, what are you doing? Come on. Hold it right there. Hold it. That's horrible.